What up, 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 what up? It's your boy, the Show Off, and I'm back one more time with another video. Like and subscribe to my page. And today, we're going to talk about dangerous rhetoric. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, these double standards fuck with me. And they fuck with a lot of people, all right? Trying to understand them, trying to justify them, and just the mere talk of it. So, without further ado, check this video out and tell me what y'all think.
You're single until you're married. You live with your boyfriend, y'all have kids, still single. You call his mom, super single. You have joint account and he has stuff in your name, stupid and single. Don't be foolish and stop calling a man hubby who hasn't made you his wife. Stop lying to yourself and accept the fact that your bond with him is not as deep as you thought it was because he won't marry you. Stop lying to yourself saying you don't want to get married and it's just a piece of paper, but yet and still you live with a man popping out kids, pretending to be a wife. Make it make sense. Just say that you've accepted your role as a placeholder, better known as a long-term girlfriend. You have the potential to be a wife, just not his wife. He's going to string you along because you're convenient, but he won't ever commit to you because you're really not what he wants. Don't underestimate men. Men are very smart. He knows exactly what he's doing. That's why you're a long-term girlfriend. Be careful and don't be too comfortable because he'll leave you one day and marry a woman that he met for 6 months because she has standards, because she made him man up, because that's who he really wants. Be smart, date smart, choose wisely.
So what you're telling me is all the shit that I've heard and we've heard for all of our lives about niggas not being shit. All the shit that we heard from single women or from women who have just ended their relationships about what happened in their relationship. All the times you've heard, girl, he wrong for that. In actuality, he wasn't wrong. He really, truly wasn't wrong. That's what that's what this woman is telling you, all right? Because a man cannot cheat on a woman who is single. You get that? You understand that? A man does not have to live up to the standards of a single woman. You get that? You understand that? So many women came on that post. So many single women came on that post and co-signed to the shit that this woman was saying. And this is why it's dangerous rhetoric, all right? The reason why it's dangerous rhetoric and it's a dangerous conversation and it's a dangerous talking point is this. Ladies, what you may have missed is she basically told you that everything that you have experienced while being in relationships meant nothing. So what did you learn? Nothing. How did you learn to move differently? Nothing. Because you haven't experienced nothing. But men are accused a lot of what? Minimizing what a woman thinks. Minimizing her thoughts, minimizing her feelings, minimizing her emotions. When in actuality, that's exactly what this woman did. And even more than that, ladies and gentlemen, you have to study the video. You have to sit back and look at these women when they're saying, look at small things when they're saying what they're saying. This woman has a big ass rock. And essentially what she's telling you is, if you haven't made it to the point that I have, you're wasting your fucking time. If you haven't made it to the point that I have, you ain't shit. That's essentially what she's telling you. You know why? Because she's married, and in her mind, she doesn't have to go back to that same shit and that same thought process that she had. Now, if we were to ask her husband, I guarantee you he would say, yeah, that was my girlfriend at some point. But she wasn't telling him, you're not my man. I'm single until you marry me. You know what she was doing? Running game. If that was her mindset, if that was her thought process, what she explained, she was running game because she was telling him something different. Ladies, and I'm specifically speaking to the ladies on this video, where this shit becomes dangerous is Y'all are so for each other that you don't realize that there are women like this who are against you, who say slick things and have slick thoughts about you because they feel like they're looking down their nose at you because you're smaller than them and you don't have as much as them and you don't have what they have. Now, just based off of general common sense, there are a lot of women out here with at least a piece of this thought process that don't value all the things that come before marriage. None of that shit matters, right? Which is why people don't feel like marriage actually matters. You know why? Because you were never a wife. The person that he looked at, even if you got lucky and got married, just because you got a ring and just because you signed those papers, those little pieces of paper as she called them, that doesn't make you a wife. As a matter of fact, those papers are nothing except the demise of a marriage. Don't believe me? This is why. You go and pay these people in order for them to tell you that you're married, when the only thing you actually need to be married is God and the commitment between two people. But you need validation from them to tell you that you're married. So you go and pay them to do that. You pay for a marriage certificate, right? And then they have something to do with your validation that you're married by law. Which, what the fuck does that mean? And the only time they ever fuck with you again is when you want out of that marriage. You get what I'm saying? They don't fuck, you get nothing during the fucking marriage. They don't cut you a check. I just finished talking about that. They don't cut you a check for being married. You get nothing. Except their validation, and then they get to dictate how and what and the terms of how you get out of that marriage. And ladies and gentlemen, from the male perspective, the reason why we're not so quick to sign on that dotted line and to make this thing into what you would call a business transaction and make it contractual is because the way it's slanted, marriage only benefits the woman in terms of financials. Meaning, if the relationship should end, the burden of her going on and being taken care of and having her lifestyle maintained is on him. He has to continue paying. All right? He has to continue contributing to your life. So this is why a man might not be so quick to sign that line that says, I'm signing over my name, my family, and my life over to this woman to put my name on hers. Because she has not proven to me beyond a shadow of a doubt that she is a wife. Now, you will take that shit and stir it in a pot, completely forget to add some of the ingredients that's required in order to make that gumbo, and say this: well, he's just stringing you along. He's just stringing you along. Or, possibly, he could be just stringing you along. Or possibly he might have enough love for you that he doesn't want to let you go. He might have enough love for you that he doesn't want to give up on you. He might have enough love for you that he actually has patience for you, hoping that you can grow while you are with him into being wifey material, to grow in order to be something that he feels like is an asset. An asset is something that you don't want to lose, all right? Hoping that you will grow to be an asset rather than a liability. He still believes in you. That's definitely a fucking possibility. But no, it's got to be made into something bad. No, he's stringing you along. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, when you talk about that time and shit, and people be like, oh, well, 6 years, he had me for 6 years, we should have been married by then. Ladies and gentlemen, you are responsible for them 6 years too. You stayed. He kept you around, but you stayed. We live in the United States of America, the land of the free, the home of the brave. Meaning, you have the right to free yourself. He can't keep you. He can't hold it. He can't kidnap you. So stop with the bullshit. The stupidest, these rhetorics, man, these fucking talking points fuck you up. And then it has, you know who suffers the most from it? It's the real dudes. It's the ones who are ready to be husbands and be good husbands. The ones who can't get a fucking chance. That's who suffers from it. Because I've been asking this question lately. Ladies and gentlemen, is it more important for you to have what you want or to have who you want it from? Show off.